Well, in the week, you said you expected a battle and you were determined to get 5 points. You got both things tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think ultimately we got the 5 points that we need. Puts us where it puts us. I'm not sure. We'll know by the end of the weekend. But, that was ultimately what we came up to do. We knew it would be sticky up here. We knew it's never easy here, full stop. But their last home game with Chick, Lemire, those guys leaving, who are obviously stalwarts of the club, we knew they'd be ferocious, and that's what we got, and boys threw everything at it, but I think, as you say, that we got the win. So
yeah, not to talk too much about the opposition, but I noticed you saying in the week how their game had improved through the season, and there were long spells of continuity in that game, many of them provided by Newcastle.
Yeah, absolutely. I think their attack particularly has really taken a big shift forward at the back end of the season, and their performances have got better and better, and this was this was all lined up to be a really tough day, and potentially a really tight game. So, fair play to them. They got better and better as the season goes along, and we knew we had to play really well today.
First 16 minutes of that game, obviously they were coming at you. They got the first score, but it felt like you were trying to feel your way and get that forward momentum until you could pull the trigger and let your game go.
Yeah, I think we acknowledged, last weekend at Quins we were a little bit. We tried to force it very early on, and Quins obviously got a lead on us, which didn't help, but then we kept trying to force it, and we've got a very good physical game up front when we need to, and we haven't really taken advantage of it. So I thought the boys did a good job there. I think there was a couple of opportunities. We still kept playing rugby. Maybe we could have took one more or two more mauling shots, but yeah, you're right. I think we accepted. You don't want to get helter-skelter in an away game like this. They get a few turnovers, crowd gets behind, it becomes a really hard night.
A few weeks ago as well, you were disappointed with the line-out defence, but it seemed to us that there was some very clever line-out defence here tonight to split their drive and earn some turnover ball.
Yeah, I think the line-out and everything was great tonight, and I think, as you say, at the end, the line-out D really got up in the air. The maul D was outstanding. TRT's been doing bits and pieces with the boys around the line out and taking some ownership there, and he's done a great job, and I think the boys are in a really good spot with that.
There was plenty of movement, a lot of changes in that game towards the end when it seemed to be getting a little bit sticky. Were there reasons for that, or did you just try to bring on energy or different style again?
Yeah, it wasn't an easy game to ring the changes, to be honest with you, because I felt we had control, but there were just moments where a lucky bobble ball or a great run from them down there, and just felt it was a good opportunity. We've got some really good lads on the bench, and actually some of them I wanted to get on a little bit earlier than they got on. Sometimes you've got to have a bit of gut feel as to, maybe someone's going to bring on a little bit of energy. I thought Caelan Inglefield was great when he came on for Tommy. It's big boots to fill, but he came on, brought loads of energy. Defensively, I thought Caelan was outstanding in that back end, which we needed. So, it wasn't an easy one, but again, you sometimes have to go with your gut.
Fair few bruises to deal with. It seemed through the week. None more than Santi Carreras. He took a lot of knocks and bumps today.
Yeah, he took a thump at the end. I've just gone in to see him straight off the back of the whistle there, and he's inside. He's all good. He's banged up though. He's sitting with the medics right now, so he's we'll have to look after him. But yeah, look, again, you come here, it's going to be physical, it's going to be gritty. It's actually a fast surface here as well, like ours. So you've got to work really hard, and again, Newcastle brought it, so you expect a few bangs.
And how do you pan out the next 2 weeks now? Because there's one game left. You want that intensity in the next game. Can you keep that intensity on in training for 2 weeks, or is it going to be a little bit of a break and then come in and hit it hard again?
Again, we'll know where we are at the end of this weekend. We've obviously got Saints at home, our last home game of the season, so that's massive for us. Next week the boys will have a few days off. We've got a couple of days training. And there's a few bits we need to get after in those couple of days to get ready for Saints. So it's a little bit of both next week. In the here and now, I think we just enjoy this. As I say, it's a tough place to come. You should never underestimate winning a game like this with 5 points, especially under the pressure we are to deliver after last week.
George, thanks very much for your time and congratulations. Different George Skivington speaking to us tonight than last week. Thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.